The last thing I've ever wanted is another referendum on this issue. But I began to realise since Monday, when I went to meet Mr. Barnier, that it's just not as simple as that. Because my pessimism in that meeting with Barnier, realising he's not going to give us a good deal, was of course backed up by the three leading British businessmen who went to see him yesterday. We are not going to be offered a grown-up, rounded trade and services deal. Whatever gets put to Parliament is now, I think, likely to be rejected. Even if there was a majority in Parliament that would have voted for Brexit before the general election in June, now there are actually more Tory rebels who would vote against their government on this than there are Labour MPs who would defy their own side. I fear that Parliament will reject any deal, and I fear that Parliament, both the Commons and the Lords, may well do everything they can to put us through a second referendum. And bear in mind the timeline on this. This deal with Europe has to be finished by October. It could be before the end of this year that Parliament is voting on the final deal. So much as I don't want a second referendum, I have now begun to open my mind to the possibility that this may be forced upon us. I've seen the Labour Party completely change its position. I mean, so much so that if we didn't have a referendum in the next couple of years, I can actually see them fighting the next election with a promise to give us one. I am saying this to Leavers. Please don't be complacent. Please don't think, because we won this great historic referendum, that it's all over. Look at what's going on with the Remain side. They're on the streets of London every day with their flags and their leaflets. Where's the Leave side? Well, many of the most prominent players are now in government, and so actually are bound by collective responsibility. Most of the Leave organisations have wound down. We don't even have a coherent voice of Leavers working together from a business perspective. I'm doing this today. I'm saying, please get yourselves ready. There may well be a second referendum on this. This is meant to be, actually, a wake-up call to Leavers. I genuinely believe we must prepare for the possibility of a second referendum, whether we like that prospect or not.